St. John's outscores Kansas State in the final 20 minutes, 53-32 for an 88-71 win over the Wildcats with the Hall of Famer Rick Pitino now. And Rick, an emotional day in Queens. What did your team show you on Louis Carnesecca Day?
Yeah, we did everything wrong in the first half. I think they were so jacked up for the crowd, so jacked up that we weren't focused in on transition defense and the three-point line. We played house and great at Villanova, and tonight we got to give him a lot of credit. He played tremendous. But the second half, we put a blanket on the three-point line. They didn't score, turned around the game. But I think everything was so full of emotion. I'm done tearing up. I've had the worst week of tearing up of my life, from two great friends to Lou Carnesecca. And I don't think I would have ever forgiven myself as a coach if we lost this game on Louis Carnesecca's day for us to celebrate his life. So I'm so proud of my guys for getting this victory.
You just got done talking to the press. You told them that you told your kids play for the name on the front of the jersey. Zuby Ejiofor with 28 and 13. How much does he embody all that?
Well, I told him in the beginning of the game, the biggest regret I have about the portal and about NIL and all that other stuff is you guys will never get that feeling of my players at Kentucky, never get that feeling of my players at Louisville or Providence or BU, where you go back for homecoming and you love that place with all your heart. So whether you're here for 6 months or 4 years, I want you to understand what it is. All these guys are back now to understand what it is to be a St. John's basketball player. You got to play for that name on the front, and the back will prosper. You play for the back, and we will lose. And I think Zuby Ejiofor is an example of playing for the name on the front, and I'm so proud of him.
Take us through the week that was in terms of your fashion choice today. You come out in Lou's sweater.
Well, I said to Matt Bernstein, I said, can you find this sweater anywhere? I've looked online. He said, Coach, it's nowhere. And I said, well, I understand that because nobody would buy that sweater. I hope somebody gave that to Lou. But what we did was we got the colors of that V, the pieces from Calvin Klein, and then we had a seamstress sew it together. So it's sweater's going to rest in peace, along with Lou. We celebrate his life for a long time. I'm a caretaker, along with the other coaches before me, of Lou's legacy. But this is Lou's program. We're just a small part of it.
Before I let you go, the state of this St. John's team right now through 9 games at 7-2, how would you evaluate where you're at?
Well, look, we should be 8-1. I don't complain about calls, but mismanagement of a clock. We should have had a great double overtime win. We'd be sitting here 8-1, probably ranked 12th in the country. But we're not. And you're in the Bahamas, or if you're in the Virgin Islands, something could go wrong with the floor, with the balls, with the clock. And it did. That shot was not good in that double overtime loss. The referee should have gone with a stopwatch. But we'll live with that. We had to get today. We did our job. We moved forward. That's in our rearview mirror.
Good luck this week against Bryant.
Thank you, John.